So my name is Claire Davis and I manage the Communities Consultation and Engagement team at the West Yorkshire Combined Authority. I've been doing this job for quite a while. We officially formed as a team more than 10 years ago, but I've actually been doing engagement work for over 20 years for this organisation. So I've been here for quite a long time, seen a lot of changes in that time. I started off actually doing bus-related consultations. My remit has grown considerably over the years. We've taken on more and more responsibility for everything that the Combined Authority does. So I do consultation now on every single part of the work of the West Yorkshire Combined Authority, which is fascinating and very diverse. Over the last few years, my team has grown considerably. That's come with actually its own challenges. So I've got a comparatively large team now. However, we've never been so busy. And I think a major challenge for us now is, as the team's grown, it's keeping on top of everything. It's getting to know everyone that's actually part of my team, because I've now got managers underneath me. So I don't actually know everyone as personally in my team as I used to do. There were only 5 people in my team, and now we're up to 20. So it's been an absolute massive growth, and as I said, we've still never been so busy. So I think that's a challenge for me, to keep pace with the change and to make sure that all the new people that I get in my team are skilled and are given all the opportunities that they've got to progress. The main one that probably springs to mind is our devolution consultation. We started this, my very first meeting about devolution took place on the last day we were in the office before we were all sent home for the COVID pandemic lockdown. So I had a meeting with Head of Legal at that point, and we had to design a consultation regarding our devolution at the start of the pandemic while I was homeschooling 2 children, and we had no access to the building. We couldn't even use our free post address. So it was getting through the hurdles of that and actually being able to deliver a full, comprehensive, accessible consultation at a very, very challenging time. We did work with the Consultation Institute on that consultation. We had quality assurance. But yes, our world had completely changed. So I couldn't even print things in the office. It was, how do you make things accessible if actually we just had to rely on digital? And we did manage to make it as accessible as we could, but it was a challenge. A lot of people now are digital. They're very happy to complete digital surveys, to go onto webinars, but we've got to remember there's still a reasonable percentage of the population that are not digitally savvy, that do not want to go online. So whenever we do a consultation, we always consider different options for people to have their say or to hear about the consultations as well. We'll quite often have paper surveys. We have a very well used free post address, as probably most people doing consultation have. We do a lot of focus groups, workshops, things like that, but there's always an emphasis on how we can be accessible. And for us as an organisation, I think that's really, really important. We live in a really, really diverse community. West Yorkshire is really diverse, and we do have groups that are seldom heard, groups that we really struggle to reach out to, and that's a key area for my team actually at the moment. We've set up during the last year a community engagement team. We've really focused on consultation, I think, for the last 10 years, and now it's looking more strategically, making friends with our communities. I think one of the challenges that combined authorities have is lack of public awareness of actually what a combined authority is. They're fairly new, what a mayor does. So that lack of knowledge, I think, makes it a little bit harder for us to consult actually, for us to reach out to communities. They've got other issues actually, cost of living crisis, etc. So we are really keen as an organisation on EDI. It's central to everything that we do, looking at equity, diversity and inclusion. And so for us, a key aspect of that work is reaching out into our communities and hearing from them and finding out what their issues are and what we can do about it as an organisation. I've got quite a few new people in my team, quite a few younger people, and I think they just need to be keen. They need to get involved in all the opportunities, because certainly in an organisation like this, there's lots of different things going on that you can get involved in. I think you've got to be resilient though, to not take things to heart if people don't like what you're saying and want to shout at you. But I just think it's a really interesting opportunity to get into a role like this.